And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are now officially on Tuesday. Woo! Happy Tuesday, everybody. Yep, we're Tuesday now. And gotta say, I'm feeling pretty good today. Yeah. Don't know why, I've just been feeling so much, I don't know, positivity lately. I can't really figure out why. Maybe deep down I have some sort of greater sense of purpose for doing these videos. I mean, I did say the other day I'd make it up to the horses class of 2008 that I'd make up for the fact I wasn't there. So, yeah, I guess there's a different sense of purpose in that regard. Let's see what else. I mean, again, another one of those days where you just can't really think of anything unless it, comes to you. Let's see. Well, I guess a bit about my day yesterday. I accomplished everything I wanted to do. Just overall good day. And wow, am I having trouble thinking of things to say for this morning. It's weird. But I guess it's meant to be that way. I mean, not every day is going to be like the greatest, ladies and gentlemen. I will be 100% real here. None of these videos are going to be like Oscar nominated or whatever. Although, I guess I could probably maybe set a world record for like most consecutive number of videos in the span of a lifetime, maybe. That'd be kind of cool, right? Let's see, what else is there to talk about? Well, I mean, gosh, I really don't know what to say today. Weird. I mean, well, there's lots of things I don't say for obvious reasons, because, they'd be bad and inappropriate. Oh, sorry, it's the boiler downstairs where I live. Forgive me. So, let's see what else is there. Well, oh, you know what? I actually got a call from my uncle last night, who lives out in Denver, back when I visited them. He said, well, I should probably already see, many, many, many years ago, my mother got my brother and I into the habit of writing thank you notes for all the stuff that our family does, which, admittedly, I never really cared much for doing, just because, you already said thank you once, why do it again? But over time, I felt good about doing them. Partly because I got to memorizing the addresses of where my family is. So, yeah. Just sent a thank you note a while back saying thank you for the wonderful time we had out in Colorado, and hope to do it again. Hope to see you again, hopefully sooner. Because, remember, I live in New York. I live in upstate New York. And he lives all the way out in Denver, Colorado. Well, actually, specifically, he lives out in Littleton, Colorado, which is about half hour away from the city of Denver. But that's just barely, but that's if, traffic is good. You think places like New York and Boston have, poor traffic? Oh, no. Pretty much every giant metropolitan area you can think of. Baltimore, Indianapolis, Minneapolis, Los Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco, Dallas, Denver. Every big city you could possibly think of that we have in our country has giant traffic problems. And believe it or not, I actually learned this the other day. in 4 of the 5 largest cities in the United States. Believe it or not, it's actually more cost effective to use Uber and or Lyft than to actually own a car. And I believe that. Especially if, again, it was places like New York or Boston. Because you're only going to be able to have the car, but you're not really going to be able to use it very much. Which would be rather odd trying to make plans to drive to see your family again. Well, then again, there's always planes, trains, and other sorts of automobiles. Yeah, old John Candy movie. John Candy was an actor who passed away many years ago. I actually didn't know this, but John Candy, that is. I mean, he was known for planes, trains, and automobiles, but my first exposure to him was when I first saw The Rescuers Down Under. When he was Wilbur, the giant bird that the 2 mice, Bianca and Bernard, flew on. Yeah, his name was Wilbur. Which, now I think about it, kind of makes sense, because, see, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, the Rescuers Down Under is the only legitimate sequel, as of right now, that is in Disney's animated canon. As in, this movie was created and produced by Walt Disney Studios. These are the people that brought you the Disney princess movies. Aladdin. Even movies say like Frozen. And, Big Hero 6. They were produced by Walt Disney Animated Studios, and so was The Rescuers Down Under. Again, making it the very first sequel in their animated canon. Although, this November, we are, of course, getting Wreck-ItRalph 2. Ralph Breaks the Internet. Although, I do have to go with what the trailer says. It should be known as Ralph Wrecks the Internet. But, I guess the trailer also did make a good point, saying that breaking the internet is kind of the thing to do. I wonder if any of these videos are ever going to break the internet one day. What would happen? Oh, sorry. So, before I go on that, I should probably reiterate. So, yes, The Rescuers Down Under and Wreck-ItRalph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet, will be 2 sequels that Walt Disney Animation Studios has produced. Which I'm actually looking forward to seeing Wreck-ItRalph 2, because I actually finally saw it a while ago, and honestly, it was a lot better than some people made it out to be. I mean, some people don't. I mean, part of whether or not you'll like the original Wreck-It Ralph is partly if you can stand people like John C. Reilly and Sarah Silverman. But I don't mind them, so it's cool. And then there's another sequel coming out in 2019 that's part of Disney's animated canon that I am super excited for. It's going to be Frozen 2. I'm so excited. See, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are new to my videos or haven't watched my videos before, I like to consider myself what is called a brosen, a male fan of Frozen. And, I knew Frozen was going to be good the instant I saw the trailer. But that movie was a complete and utter juggernaut. I'll put it this way. Before the original Frozen came out, way back in 2013, and for that matter, way back before I even had the idea to make these videos, the score on Rotten Tomatoes was 95, and it stood up there for a month, up until its release, which was around 20, it went down 89, 88, which is still very good. I mean, for those of you who don't know what Rotten Tomatoes scores are, pretty much it kind of works the same way as school does. You get a passing grade if you get 60 or higher. But the movie is certified fresh if it's 75 or higher. And obviously less than 60 is considered rotten. Although some movies that were on the bubble of being 60, like went down to 59 in recent years, and that really bothered me because some of those movies are actually really good. Like, I'll put it this way. One of my all-time favorite movies. Like, I could really watch this movie over and over and over again and never get tired of it. And I know a lot of you people think that about this particular movie too, is The Sandlot. The Sandlot is awesome. You know, the one about the kids and the baseball and the Beast. So, yeah. I love that movie. You know, in fact, if I find some time, like, I'm definitely going to at least watch. I'm definitely going to watch it. I love it that much. I mean, I love the setting. I love the time it took place at. I love the soundtrack in that movie. Yeah, that was the first time I heard the song Tequila, and I had no idea what the song was. And to be honest, the Tilt the World scene where you hear the song Tequila was like used perfectly, considering what happened in that scene. But I'm not going to give it away because, you know, that would be spoilers. Plus, I do love a good chase sequence, and I'm just going to say this right now. The Sandlot, one of the best chase sequences of all time. It does. I can't even begin to describe how good it is. It's that good. But I could say that about a lot of things I know. I mean, I could say more about how good something like Disney overall is, or how good overall Pokemon is, or just how good overall any things I like are. But in the end, I guess that is my own opinion. Or judgment, I guess. I mean, we all tend to, you know, lose sight of what a fact is or what an opinion is based on what goes around. And you guys know, I always try and be very much open. I mean, I've been more open about a lot of things ever since I started making these videos. And while I know there may be some people who don't necessarily agree with any of the stuff I say, it's perfectly fine. Again, your opinion is your own. I'm not going to judge you for it. Even if I am right all the time. I'm just kidding. But, yeah. You know, if there's one thing I've always remembered to just keep reminding myself to, you know, remember that, you know, life, honestly, if life was a flavor on your tongue, I would consider it bittersweet. Because there's a lot of good things and a lot of bad things. But that's why I will always use the practice of loci, which is basically to stay hopeful in the bad times and humble in the good times. And speaking of which, remember, please like, favorite, share, and hit that subscribe button. I could really use the support on YouTube. Also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And again, subscribe on YouTube. And as always, I am most humbled that I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I am hopeful that we all have a wonderful Tuesday. And remember, if any of you guys ever want to talk or chat, I am always going to be here to lend an ear. And I am always going to have your back. So, take care, everybody. And happy Tuesday. You know what I just realized? The fact that I've talked about Disney a lot, I just remembered. Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out soon. I'm so excited. Alright. Take care, everybody.